planet. Beyond the Barricade with your hosts, RPM, Dollar Bill, the Cleaner, and the Brain. Let's get started.
Woohoo! Happy Monday, everybody.
Indeed. Happy
And right
Game
now,
7.
yes.
Yeah, unless you're an Edmonton Oilers fan, it's not really a happy. It's not really a bad Monday.
You mean a good Monday or bad Monday? Like, who's winning?
It's right now. We're filming this as it's going on. 2-1 Florida, with Edmonton almost just scoring right now to tie up the game.
Aye.
So, here we go.
But yeah, but it's
Overtime.
no. They almost did.
Oh.
They almost did.
Oh,
Okay.
almost.
So
So
in
close.
about 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes or so, we could be calling the Florida Panthers Stanley Cup champions, and I never thought I'd ever say that.
A Florida team winning an ice hockey competition.
Well, it's happened
But
before.
Yeah, it's happened before. Tampa was
Multiple
good.
times before.
I know. It's still like, if you look at it from a non-hockey point
No.
of view.
I'll tell you what was really, really bizarre having to say it.
Okay.
Vegas Golden Knights winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Now that's weirder.
Not just winning the Stanley Cup, winning it in their first season.
No, they won it in their sixth season. Their
Really?
first
I thought it was
season,
the first.
their first season, they made it to the final, but they lost in 5 to Washington.
Oh, I thought they won it in their first season.
No, they
Hey.
lost
Still.
in 5.
But still,
But it's still, an expansion
within
team
the
making
first-
it.
yeah, within the first 5 or 6 years of the existence, winning the Stanley Cup, and Florida Panthers have been around over 30 years.
But then again, right out the gate, Vegas was run exceptionally well. Florida, for a majority of its time, has been a shit-run franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And these last couple of years, they've been playing really good. Last year, they actually made it to the finals again, and they actually won a game this time. And then now, here they are, 6 minutes and 30 seconds away from actually being champions. That's what makes it. It doesn't matter where this team is located. Florida has been such a shit-run organization that even this year, they were probably second or third bottom of attendance. But here they are, and they're it's a sold-out arena, and they're 6 minutes away from lifting Lord Stanley Cup.
You know what? I say good for them. If they pull it off, good for them. They
Yep.
earned it. You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so
They did.
Dollar Bill, you came up with the first idea for the night.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
All right, so it was announced on the Pat McAfee show via Triple H that when WB goes over to Netflix, bye-bye PG. We're going back to edgier content. So
You know what?
Mhm.
I can see it happening, and I can actually agree with it a little bit.
Attitude 2.0.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
See, can I be
I
honest?
would say Attitude 2.0 because the Attitude era cannot be replicated.
Oh yeah, we got that.
That's like when they tried NXT 2.0. It didn't work.
Because it wasn't really need to be 2.0. It's just like,
Exactly.
why should it be 2.0? Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. It's just I
An
know people are
Attitude
going to
2.0
basically say
does
that.
not need to be done. Not at
Exactly.
all.
It's going to people say that, though. I know, I agree with you. Just people going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Go for it.
People are overhyping this way too much. Do not expect levels of Attitude Era. Hell, people are setting their expectations way too high. You should not be expecting Attitude Era 2.0. You should not even expecting.
I absolutely am not.
You should
Oh, yeah.
not be even respecting Ruthless Aggression Era 2.0. All you should.
No.
Hell, you're still going to. I can tell you right now, you're still going to see that PG logo. You're going to see
Of
right
course.
at the corner where it says TV PG. You're still going to see it because the ads and the sponsors will walk away once it hits 14. People like Mattel, because because I know Mattel's very strict about having family friendly stuff. But there are other sponsors that the high paying sponsors that will walk out if it's not TV PG. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be PG era stuff because also you have to remember SmackDown's still on USA. NXT is still going to be on USA or it's going to be on CW. So you're
Yes.
still going to have actual TV wrestling in the WWE. It's just here in the United States, Monday Night Raw is the only one that's moving to Netflix. Now,
Yeah.
granted, this is another topic I wanted to talk about. Outside,
Go for it.
internationally, everything's moving to Netflix. But the thing is, one, maybe they can say shit every now and then. They might be able to slip in a fuck, but you're not gonna see boobies.
No puppies.
Yeah, no puppies. So Jerry Lawler is not gonna be happy.
Well, Jerry Lawler's
Um,
not around anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh. Once
He's
a
still on
boob
his
gets
Legends contract. He's just not a
yeah.
producer,
He's staying home.
No,
commentator
no,
anymore.
he'll be backstage. But all joking aside, like you're not like maybe they could get a little more mature, but you're not gonna see Attitude Era stuff. You're not gonna see
Blood.
Yeah, no
And-
No,
blood.
you'll see blood.
But not like
Maybe.
intense.
Well, it all depends on how the person blades, and I can tell you right now, especially
Okay.
a lot of those performance center kids, they don't know how to blade.
Oh yeah.
So,
They're not being told how to.
yeah, I mean, you're definitely not going to see any hard way. Remember when
hard way,
Lesnar
okay.
just kept on giving Orton all those elbows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot whose idea it was, but yeah, they wanted to go hard
It was
way. You're not
Lesnar's
going to see
idea.
that.
Doesn't yeah,
Lesnar's
stiffy.
idea.
I'm calling it stiff.
I don't think it was Lesnar. You know what I think it was? I think I remember. I remember hearing it. I think it was Shane's. That's how I remember it. And Lesnar was like, "Do you want to do hard way? I mean, I can, but I wouldn't recommend it." But that's a discussion for another time. But the other thing I
Yeah.
wanted to talk about with the whole Netflix
Okay.
is that, especially in the international markets, everything's going to Netflix. So like Canada,
Right.
England,
Mhm.
India.
Yeah. We get it.
You know who's the biggest beneficiary to that?
Shoot.
AEW. Because you have already an international product. Your TV rights deals are up. Your main competitor is pulling all of their content off of television. And they're going streaming on one platform. Sportsnet currently has the WWE deal in Canada. You're going to tell me that they're not going to do anything about losing 4 to 5 hours of programming when AEW could say, "Hey, we have 4 or 5 hours. Do you want us to fill that?" So what I'm saying is, I'm not like trying to like sit here and say that WWE is stupid or anything like that. No, they're getting fucking billions of dollars. But this helps AEW too. So if everybody's cooking, this is only going to get better for the entire business.
I can't
Question,
argue
though.
that.
I'm
I
gonna.
can't argue
I'm,
that at all.
no, I'm gonna actually post it. So
It might
question
actually
here-
help AEW's viewership.
if
I mean, well, no.
if
So I just want to say that it's not going to
Yeah.
help these numbers that get released every week because they only factor for the United States. But it's going to give AEW a bigger foothold in very big wrestling markets like Canada, like England, like India, which is what TNA with Jeff Jarrett had been trying to do for so goddamn long. So it's going to help AEW grow internationally. But what were you going to say, Dollar Bill?
it's about the numbers because if they go to say USA is going to be expecting those numbers. Even though I know like live TV is kind of dying out, they still want those numbers. They're not going to take like the 500,000, 600,000, 700, whatever. They want in the millions.
Well, here's the thing with
Mhm.
the USA, specific USA in the USA. Um, they're not going to take AEW because they're still going to have SmackDown. They're still going to have NXT. I
NXT's
don't know
going to
if.
CW.
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Yeah, NXT's going to CW, but they're still
Okay.
going to have SmackDown. And there's rumors that SmackDown might, since Raw might go back down to 2 hours, SmackDown might get bumped up to 3.
Yeah.
Because you also have to remember, technically, they are going to be losing ad revenue, and that's a lot of people don't understand today. These companies, the wrestling companies, like TV companies, they don't make as much on ticket sales as they do in ad revenue nowadays. That's why you see a lot more guaranteed contracts because they're making so much money in media rights and ad revenue. So
Point taken.
WWE is technically going to be losing that money, but they're going to be getting a bigger foothold and a bigger potential viewership base
Yeah.
with Netflix.
Because even the streaming numbers are kind of weird.
Yeah, yeah.
With
Like,
Netflix, with them going to Netflix, they said that it's going to be close to 80% of the world is going to have access to WWE programming.
Now, let's say that, right? 80% of the world. WWE only gets, if you maybe say internationally on a Monday Night Raw, you may get 10 million at best.
okay.
So 80%, that's what, 5 billion?
Wait.
They have access. What they said is 80% of the world, the entire world.
Right. Okay.
That's straight from Triple H's mouth.
Okay.
So WWE, they get what? Monday Night Raw gets 2 something here in the United States.
Average about, let's say the average 2.5.
Yeah, something around there, right? And
Right.
then give or take maybe a million or so in England, maybe a million in Canada, maybe a million or two in India, and then the
Right.
rest of everywhere else. You're potentially looking at maybe 10 million people that watch Monday Night Raw. 80%, if 80% or the people have access to Netflix or have access to WWE, like I said, that's 5 billion people. At most, you might see 2 to 3 million bump. Not
Yeah.
that's
Not
the
like
potential.
billions.
Yeah, the potential audience to watch WWE is exponentially greater. Yes, you have to think how many of them are actually going to start watching WWE now. It's going to be very little to none.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
and it's not even like, I'm not saying it's a whole WWE thing, it's a wrestling stigma thing.
Hmm.
So it
And
doesn't matter
also,
what company, it's just saying, oh, wrestling, oh, ew, puh.
yeah, like the general public just sees wrestling is still
No.
man, especially
Let's get it correct, cleaner. It's not Ptua. It's
Haktua.
Hawktua.
all right.
I ain't sure
Continuing on,
the original Haktua.
continue on with that meme. So pretty much you have to remember that the general public just sees wrestling as just some sort of gimmicky thing, especially since UFC's around has been coming out, and that's been eating up away from the audience because now it's
Yeah.
like real fighting versus choreographed
Yeah.
soap opera stuff, which we we
And I
enjoy.
was thinking about it. UFC, well, I should mainly UFC, but Bellator does it as well. Like MMA, they really hit the nail on the head. They took boxing and like legitimate combat sports and started to present it in more of a pro wrestling style,
Mm-hmm.
and they just struck gold.
It's kind of like a triangle when you think about it.
Yeah,
You take boxing, you take legitimate sports, not like a brawl fight in the middle of the street,
yeah,
and you combine it with the present
presentation
from wrestling.
and story elements of wrestling, and you pop out with UFC.
That's a triangle right there, folks.
Yeah. I would say it's more of an equation.
Well, I know, but I'm just as like a visual.
Yeah.
It's a visual aid.
But and like you got to think like with how much like you also have to think with how much WWE is getting. Are they being able to hit those numbers? Because AEW is most than likely going to be sticking with Warner Brothers.
Right.
Warner Brothers has been really happy with AEW, and they've even somebody even contacted their rep, and they asked them about this number that they did last week.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers is not worried about it, so they have very good partners with Warner Brothers, and they're definitely going to see an increase because I think it was like 40 million a year on their last deal. And it's supposed to be now they're supposed to be getting at least 100 million in their next deal, and that's 100 million per year.
Right.
And mind you, WCW never got these numbers. No other wrestling company has gotten these numbers other than WWE. And they're supposedly be adding their pay-per-view to a streaming service soon. I think it's the former Fight TV.
I think it was
Triller, yeah.
That's it.
Because
isn't Triller doing other pay-per-views, not just AEW? I mean, I know now, but I'm saying like, don't they do other ones right now?
I think they also air TNA.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But yeah,
GCW.
And what's that?
GCW.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
But the point I was trying to make is that AEW is growing. But what I was talking about was that this helps them in terms of internationally, because all of the places where internationally WWE has been on, they're going to be losing now. And that just opens up AEW to grow their business. So realistically, you can look at this deal that WWE got for Netflix. It helps everybody out.
Oh, definitely. It would. Yeah, that's the only time would tell, but let's just hope AEW can pick up some numbers. Yeah, I'm not expecting like a huge increase back to like millions, but then maybe say in the 700,000.
Yeah, because
if they can tick up slowly, it'll start to rebuild.
Yeah, as I said, like around that much.
Yeah, if you look at the trends, like usually the summer months, it's been their usual low point.
Because everybody's out doing their thing on.
Yeah, and the strange
it's nice weather. Nobody's home at night.
But
and Wednesday
is late at night.
Wednesday has never been a very good show night.
And also, I want to add one more thing that everybody forgets is that a lot of times people look at the overnight ratings and they forget that we should be looking more at the up to the week because not everybody, because the overnight is just pretty much just for that first night, but then you also have somebody watching on Thursday or Friday, through the repeat.
Yeah, I remember hearing a story about that supposedly WWE has actually been leaking AEW's Fast Nationals when they know it's going to be a bad week. Supposedly that's the rumor. I don't know how legitimate that is or not, but supposedly they go to certain.
It's about as legitimate as a $3
I don't
bill.
I don't remember who it came from.
Yeah, that's not so Melton.
Realistically, I could tell you right now, is if the only news source I listen to is Fightful, because they're very they're honest and they check their sources before they release a story.
Fightful's more reliable.
No, there's a whole lot of people that are horrible. There are a whole wrestling news media. I can tell you right now, if you hear something in the news sites, it most likely isn't true unless it happens on screen. That's what I say.
Or it's most likely just speculation.
Yeah.
Just treat it as speculation.
Yeah.
Like I know Brain posts a lot of things for Kita, but most of the time, like majority of the time, it's not because it's news.
I do it
it's
just
because
for fun.
Speculation. Exactly. It's speculation. It's like, let's just take let's just throw a dartboard and see and think about the topic. Not
Let's
this
throw
is
some
news.
shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. Unlike Meltzer, who just basically takes a swig and says, "Okay, what's next?"
Like I said,
Yeah,
I think I know I've said
takes a
this
sip.
before.
Takes a
Yeah.
swig. That man swims in the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, he chugs the whole bottle.
Uh,
He chugs the
I'm giving
pool.
I'm giving a benefit of the doubt, but yeah.
No,
Hey.
no. Dave Meltzer.
Nope.
I swear to God, Dave Meltzer and Vince Russo are cut from the same cloth.
So
You
Jim
heard it here
Cornette.
from-
in there. No, it's Jim Cornette and Dave Meltzer because they are both. They don't know there's a lot of shit that comes from their mouths, but when it comes to old school wrestling, they're so very knowledgeable, and that's what I hate. That's what I hate. They both are so knowledgeable when it comes to like traditional wrestling. It like they should be on a podcast together, but they're so like shitty people. What are we laughing at?
The
Some
the quote in the
Michael
room.
Cole said something about JD McDonough.
Hold on, I'm gonna read a quote. I'll read a quote. It says, "Klingon like skull of JD McDonough."
Yep.
Goddamn, Michael, you've been on a roll.
And you know who else is on a roll?
Who?
Hell is frozen over, and I'm officially going to say this: the Florida
Say it.
Panthers are Stanley Cup champions.
Good
I
for them.
Not
Congrats.
believe I just said that.
Huzzah.
And you know what? It's
Huzzah.
insane.
Yeah.
Both teams in Florida have won a championship in the last 30 years since Canada's last title.
Oh, Canada.
I'll tell you what, Connor McDavid, he's going to be back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But all right, so we had a nice little conversation there.
Yes, about numbers and ratings and
Yeah,
what's gonna happen. And
So,
speaking of rivalries,
yeah, I guess we could
Oh
talk
Lord,
about
what
what
the hell
we.
is this bitch doing?
I mean, I'm just sitting here.
long bitch.
But I guess
No, don't do it this way. Oh,
We got a spoiler for Raw.
no, I'm not saying a word, but no, don't do it this way.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like I'm gonna watch it anyway. But I don't know if Dollar Bill has it on. Dollar, you have
No.
it on? Okay.
Nope. Go spoil it.
All right.
Ah,
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué tal? What's happened?
Liv just cost Awesome Truth the tag titles.
Liv?
Liv Morgan, yeah. She was out there watching the match. She jumped up on the apron. R-Truth went over to tell her to get off the apron. She gave him a hug, and when the referee's back was turned, she dropped down off the apron and clotheslined R-Truth on the top rope.
Right. Oh yeah.
And
So wait, what is it? Are they facing Dominic Mysterio?
no, JD and Finn Balor.
So now those two are champs.
So Judgment Day is the champs again.
Well, this
Now we
time
just need
it's
Rhea to come back and destroy Liv,
oh
and then
god.
Judgment Day will hold all the gold on Raw again.
Judgment Day versus Bloodline.
No,
Once they get their act together. I know.
No.
You know somebody's gonna try and book it.
please God, no.
All right. Somebody's gonna try.
Please God, no. But
yeah. Well, congrats to Judgment Day for cheating again.
I mean, to be fair, this time it's not their fault.
That's true. That's true. They have unknown ally. She's playing games. Dangerous.
but I think this whole thing with Dominic is a red herring. I think the real mole inside Judgment Day
Mm-hmm.
is Finn Balor.
Really?
Think about this for a second. Who took the hotel card key?
Oh,
See, he
did.
took it from me. He took it from me. He sent it to me.
I should post this picture of red herring, and you know which one I'm talking about.
The one from Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No, not that one. This one.
Damn. Johnny Rockstar right.
For
It's the
once.
Florida Panthers' first title and JD's first title on.
That's red
Oh
herring.
yes, from a pup named Scooby Doo.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that show. I'm not gonna lie.
I actually liked
That's
it.
all right.
I thought it was kind of. I thought it was
It was
cute.
it was cute. I'll say it's cute. I mean, it wasn't the past, but it wasn't like terrible like Scrappy Doo.
It's not like the Scooby Doos they have out now.
Don't get me started on Velma. Don't get me started on Velma.
Now that's another thing. To be fair, I never watched Scooby Doo to begin with.
Okay, but that was what met Dominic Mysterio in the room. Anyway, enough shenanigans.
So yeah, we had
Okay,
the fuckery on Raw. We've had the shenanigans to start the show. Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Yes, because if you know, have you noticed the theme by the way?
Dude.
I don't know. Three ugly dudes talking about wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
That's
Yeah.
a given.
Normally, lately there's been 4 or more, but tonight there's only 3.
But just
Kicking
think
it
about
old school.
WWE versus AEW. Judgment Day versus anybody. What does it have in common?
Me versus my toilet.
That's such a rivalry,
Now
especially at Taco Bell.
that's one that we don't need to talk about. You know, was it
Blowing up
leave
the
Helen
porcelain
off
bowl.
screen?
Do that. Oh, I like this comment. Well, Lord Farquaad is now a tag team champion. Oh, shit.
Ah,
He ain't wrong.
they're making
He
number
ain't
5,
wrong.
and I can't wait for that.
JD McNugget is getting slaughtered on TV. Oh, God.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. But anyway, we're all talking about the same thing.
Yeah,
Let's take it away with the actual topic of the talk today.
gentlemen, in wrestling, there are good guys, there are bad guys, and those forces tend to clash, and some just don't know when to stop.
Yep. Those forces, they clash.
You know,
Sometimes at castles, sometimes of all the
Hometown.
champions.
in their
Sometimes
hometown.
going through the forbidden door.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was
All
mainly
boiled
going off.
down to one simple word:
The word today
Rivalry.
is
rivalry. But
got it. Right.
There have been so many great rivalries over the years that it would take us forever to cover them. We're each going to talk about 1 or 2 tonight, and I don't think anybody's going to disagree with any of our choices.
Yep, you got the floor tonight. I'm just gonna sit back here with a Kool-Aid.
He's going to sit there with popcorn and read the comments.
Yep.
You know, I'm actually going to start with our favorite indie promotion.
Yes, Kaiju
Jersey
Big
All
Battle.
Pro.
Let's talk about Kaiju Big Battle.
Kung Fu noodle soup. Anyway,
Jersey All Pro Wrestling. there have been some insane rivalries in Jersey All Pro Wrestling.
Yep, insane in the membrane.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun,
However, one rivalry between 3 different tag teams crossed not only promotional borders, but state borders due to multiple invasion angles. You had, in Jersey All Pro Wrestling, you had 2 of the greatest tag teams always going at it for the titles. You had the Hit Squad, Dan Moff and Steve Monster Mac, going up against the Hillbilly Wrecking Crew of Necro Butcher and the late, great Brody Lee.
Totally.
They would tear down whatever building they were in.
What building?
And not
It
get
could have
paid.
It sometimes it was the Golden Door Charter School in Jersey City, but mostly it was the Rahway Rec Center
Mm-hmm.
in Rahway, New Jersey. Man, they absolutely killed it in the rec center.
Boom, 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 boom.
I remember being at one of the shows, and it was the Hit Squad versus the Hillbilly Wrecking Crew. And this match went everywhere. And when I say everywhere, it ended up in the parking lot outside the Rahway police station, which was in the same complex as the rec center.
No valet parking.
No ticket validation either. But plenty of tickets were issued from the police department.
Oh God.
But I remember them having that match, and a certain now pre-show commentator for WWE was shitting a brick when they were outside fighting in the parking lot because they were within 20 feet of his car.
Wouldn't you do the same thing?
Well, I
He
mean,
was driving a Nissan Sentra.
I mean, but it was
like it was a Mercedes S-Class.
but it was a rental. You know how much insurance you got to pay on that if it gets fucked up.
Ask CM Punk.
Yeah.
Ask Jack Perry. Or better yet, ask Ricochet.
Oh shit, that's right. Mm-hmm.
But then all of a sudden, this third team decides that they want to come in and start some shit. These 2 guys come up from Philly in their black and gold bullshit, and they want to start some serious shit. They were known as the Hate Club, but it wasn't.
Hate.
It was spelled H8 Club.
But the number 8.
That's exactly how
MDK
it was
all
spelled.
day.
Damn right. That team consisted of the king of the death match, MDK all day, Nick Cage, and another crazy motherfucker by the name of Nate Hatred. God rest his soul.
R.I.P.
Yes, indeed. 2 of the craziest sons of bitches to ever set foot in a ring. But I'll tell you, when you put those 3 teams in the same ring, the only time they were in the ring was for the pinfall.
Well, I say there was no ring.
Yeah. Sometimes it was a falls count anywhere match, so it didn't have to happen in the ring.
Could happen in a toilet bowl.
They had to use multiple referees because of the craziness.
Jeez,
But
I could just imagine.
they would battle for 20, 30, sometimes 45 minutes for the tag team titles. And
That's amazing.
the fans would never go home disappointed with a match like that.
I'd
Now,
hope
if
not.
that isn't a rivalry that just screams kill, 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 I don't know what does.
Man, there's so many crash rivalries. That one. That's a good one in the indie scene. Not we don't hear too many talks on the rivals in the indie scene, but that's a good one to behold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cleaner.
Cleaner?
You know what? So one thing I just want to say, I was
Yeah,
laughing because when you did your laugh, it sounded exactly like Krusty the Clown. So yeah, he did exactly that, and that just got me. But you know what? I was thinking about it, and you know what? I'm going to talk about a rivalry that started in Jersey Old Pro
Mm-hmm.
and had continued in other places. I'm
Go for
talking about one of the two men who carried very distinct companies. One is considered the best in the world, one of the best in the world. The other was considered the franchise.
Hmm.
Talking about Kenny Omega
Mm-hmm.
versus Jay Lethal.
Whoa.
Countless matches, classics in Jersey All Pro. When Jay was still grinding his feet away, starting out in TNA, and Kenny Omega finding his love for wrestling all over again after being released from his WWE developmental deal. And they tore the house down. And those matches led to Jay Lethal betting on himself, leaving TNA for Ring of Honor, and becoming the franchise of Ring of Honor.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Amazing.
then you had Kenny Omega, who, because of those matches, got a spot in Japan with DDT Pro, and then eventually came the Best Bout Machine. And I believe the last time they've had a singles match, I think they had one in AEW, but the last big one that I could remember they had was either a first round or a second round matchup in the first ever IWGP United States Championship tournament in 2017. And yeah, they had a very good match there. So I wanted to. I was gonna think about something else, but that's the one I decided to kick off on.
That's a good
No
kickoff.
problem. No approach. It's fine.
Bill?
Nah, like I said, I'm gonna basically just moderate and just talk more bullshit about everything. But
Okay.
but definitely when I can't see this, like some of these rivalries you guys talk about, I want to see how long they lasted.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends, really, right? So, because there's some like especially if you look in Japan, there's some that start out as rivalries, then they become a tag team, and there's a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
Like
Speak. All right,
Yep.
you brought up a perfect one. Speaking of guys who started out hating each other's guts and ended up being a fairly successful tag team. Let's talk about Sheamus and Claudio,
Hmm.
or when he was in WWE, known as Cesaro.
That's
I don't
odd.
remember them having matches together. I just
hell,
remember them
they had
as a tag team.
the best of 7 series against each other that ended up in a tie.
Yeah, I don't. That's stupid. I don't remember it.
And then
I
they
tried to wipe
got
that
together and
error.
formed the Bar.
I do remember that because I remember every time they
That's
had a
how they
tag
ended
team.
up becoming a tag team. Is because it ended up as a tie, and they couldn't decide who was going to be the better man. So they said, "All right, let's team up." Bang, the Bar.
I remember. I
We
always
don't set
remember
the bar. We are the Bar.
every single tag team match of theirs. I remember it's always somewhere in the match. Cesaro runs into the crowd and rips apart a ball, a beach ball.
Hmm.
They still do that beach ball thing at the events.
Sometimes.
I can just imagine a ball.
Probably.
I can just imagine a ball like running interference in a match.
See, they
Referee's
hate
like,
it
I still
because
like hearing the crowd going, "Hey, we want some beach ball."
yeah,
"Oh shit, no, just f you, no."
Yeah.
I guess I can say another rivalry that I was thinking about. The one that really started all of this. One of my favorite rivalries ever. Maybe the biggest rivalry in all of Japan. That spanned multiple companies. When I think of the perfect wrestling match, I think of these two men standing in the middle of the ring at the Nippon Budokan, slapping the ever loving shit out of each other while they're soaking in sweat. And every time they chop each other, you just see cloud of, cloud of sweat coming off of them. I'm talking about Mitsuharu Misawa versus Kenta Kobashi. You want to
Kibashi's my
see
favorites.
this rivalry? These are the two most popular men in wrestling in the 1990s. They carried All Japan Pro Wrestling, and they founded Pro Wrestling Noah. In two companies, these two men had iconic and classic matchups that I recommend you anytime you put on Kenta Kobashi versus Mitsuharu Misawa, you will see one of the best matches of all time.
No doubt.
Nice.
That's also
Oh
that's
yeah, no doubt
legendary.
about that.
But just a question though.
Shoot.
I thought it was Kawada. Unless the class like third place.
Yeah. So
It was
you had
Masawa.
Mizawa,
You
you
had
had
Kobashi,
Kobashi, you had
Kawada,
Kawada, and
and
then you had
Tao. Taue.
Tawa. Yeah, I
Akira
forgot how.
play.
Yeah,
I
that
know
those are
he's
your four
tricky.
pillars of all Japan wrestling, and they carried the four of them collectively together carried all Japan Pro Wrestling, and then
Yeah.
three of them, I think it was Taue. I know Kobashi and Mizawa, and I think Taue was the third one, who jumped, who was a part of the
Yeah.
mass Noah Exodus. I think Kawada stayed.
Yeah. I
Um,
remember he had a cross match once with New Japan.
yeah, and then I think he eventually did sign with New Japan for like a year, and then
Yeah.
he did have matches in Noah. When it became more relaxed and companies started working with each other. Um, but yeah, no, you could realistically just have any match of those four people, but Kobashi and Mizawa, I when I just think of what's one moment you want to show people what pro wrestling means, I'm just thinking of Kawada or Mizawa and Kobashi just standing in that middle of that ring, just slapping the shit at each other, and you just see clouds of sweat billow from these people, and the crowd just going ape shit. Like you want to see some hot crowds. Talk about '90s, whether it's All Japan or New Japan. The oh my god, greatest time for pro wrestling, golden era of pro wrestling.
Hmm.
No doubt. I'm agreeing with that one.
All
I'm
right,
agreeing with
so
that one.
let's see. Who else can we talk about? How about another tag team rivalry?
Ooh, I love tag
The
team rivalry.
80s.
Ooh. I think I know where you're going with this one. Keep going.
WWF,
Yep. I know where you're going.
the British Bulldogs versus the Hart Foundation.
Yep. I
Mm.
called it. I
Yeah,
called it.
come on.
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
the tag team rivalry of the 80s in
Yo, that thing
WWF.
got explosive.
In
That thing was like
WWF.
boom.
Yeah.
However, I will have another one in a little while.
Sweet.
These
I think I
guys
know. Oh,
put on
sorry.
absolute clinics when it came to technical wrestling and power wrestling because they had four of the best wrestlers in the world at the time. The British Bulldogs, you had the British Bulldog Davy Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid against Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret the Hitman Hart.
Lots of nicknames.
Yeah. The
Yeah, I remember
Hitman
that.
and the Dynamite Kid were the technical wizards, and Bulldog and the Anvil, they were just
The powerhouse.
absolute powerhouses.
Yeah.
It's scary how strong those two guys were and how quick the other two were.
Let me see something here.
But what also scares me is how quick the Bulldog was. Because he for a big man, he was quick.
He wasn't that big height wise. He was just very like bulky.
Yeah, I think it was just shy of 6 foot. But yeah, he was bulky.
He was like the best of both worlds.
Yes,
I
exactly.
I wish he got a chance in like a world championship chance.
Oh, I agree. He should have been a
Yeah.
world champion. Not just as a tag team champion.
Yeah.
He should have been a world champion somewhere.
Damn.
Whether it had been in WWE, WWF, WWE, or WCW, or even if he had gone over to New Japan, have him hold the
Oh,
IWGP.
yeah. Because him versus
He would have done some damage in New Japan.
I can tell you
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, there is so many better. He would have been better than so many of New Japan's gaijins. Like
Mhm.
him versus Scott Norton, no shot,
Wait, he killed Scott.
no chance.
He would have killed him.
Yeah, like how Too Cold Scorpio almost did in North Korea.
Oof, that's right.
That's a good. That's a very good Dark Side of the Ring. If you guys want to watch, Dark Side of the Ring. I forget what it's called, like the actual title, but it talks about WCW's trip to North Korea.
Should be an interesting one.
Um, so I talked about one of the greatest ones of all time. Let's talk
Mhm.
about one of the best ones from the last 10 years that saved New Japan.
All right, we're staying in Japan.
Bitter rivals that turned to frenemies and became really good friends. I'm talking about, and I think it's actually the most common main event in January 4th Tokyo Dome history.
Whoa.
Kazuch, because I know it's happened at least like 3 times, I think,
Mhm.
maybe a fourth, but it's Kazuchika Okada versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiroshi Tanahashi was sort of what Stone Cold Steve Austin was for the WWF. He saved them from a very dark and bad time in the company and pushed them to superstardom.
Oh, absolutely.
He like people don't understand the financial troubles that he was New Japan was in when he first like became big and completely saved New Japan from going under and became the most popular guy they've seen in a long time. And then comes the returning Kazuchika Okada, now called the Rainmaker. instantly pushed into the main event. And he becomes not only just as big as Tanahashi, but on some levels even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And they had, I think it's at least three, a trio of matches at Wrestle Kingdom in the main event. If you're looking for three amazing matches to watch, that's a very good series to watch. Now they've also had countless G1 climaxes and Sakura Genesis and Dominion matchups. And then in 2019, they teamed up for the first time. Their official tag team name is the Dream Team.
Huh.
That's how insane it was to see them now become teammates and tag team partners. Although they never won titles, the only titles they won were the 6-man titles. But to
Do
see
they have
them as a
to?
unit and teaming together is the reason why it's called the Dream Team.
It's one of those things. Do they have to win the title?
Um, in their rivalries, no. Their tag team rivalries, no. But like, I don't think anybody would have complained.
Right.
Because I think it was at a period of time where there was only two or three realistically very good tag teams in New Japan. It was a weaker tag division that it had been at that point. So I don't think anybody would have complained.
Hmm. I see. I wouldn't think so.
So have you thought of any rivalries just yet, Dollar Bill?
No. I mean,
No,
I all I can think about are the more famous ones in wrestling, but
that's fine.
for example, like the one that comes to everybody's minds when they think about the Attitude Era was always the two top stars that pretty much tore the house in multiple WrestleManias and other events,
Yep, yep.
and they came and pretty much came from like similar cloth, but you put those two together and it was like magic, especially
I
the way
know,
the mouths were going. Yep.
I know
Yeah.
exactly which one. Which one you're gonna say?
Which rivalry? Yeah.
Yes, Big Boss Man and Al Snow.
no, Big Boss Man and Big Show. Remember?
Well, see, I'm thinking of Boss Man and Al Snow with the Kennel from Hell match, and then the eating Al Snow eating his own dog.
Yeah, but then again, also just remember Big Show coffin surfing. I mean,
I was gonna make a very morbid joke, but I don't know if I should.
I don't think we have any ratings here. Do we have a PG rating in the show?
No.
Go ahead.
I'm glad my dad was cremated, so I didn't have to experience that.
Sometimes
Understandable.
dark humor.
Very morbid joke.
But hey, sometimes it works, man. Sometimes people, cope that way.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see what we can talk about it, because now I just think about it, there's actually two rivalries I can utilize back then. Because one is a regular team and one is a tag team in the 90s.
Mm.
So let's see which one. I didn't think about this till now. So let's see what we can talk about the 90s, son. The tag team. Two teams basically full of charisma and insanity to the point of where they need a special match to sell things.
I'm trying to think of the shitty gimmick matches.
Well, not really so much a shitty gimmick matches like Paws and Panties or like Inferno match. Well, Inferno match is not that shitty.
The Inferno
Just the-
match. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. But think about it, they all started with the whole tables and chairs and ladders. Oh
I
my!
wonder what.
Gee, let's see. Could it be the Hardys versus the Dudleys versus Edge and Christian?
You could say that. You could say that. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm
Could be,
thinking.
Rabbit. Could be.
Could be. You gotta
or
admit though.
or
Mhm.
even better yet, Cecil Turtle. "Mm, it's a possibility.
Or
Yup.
or in
Mm-hmm.
TLC 1.0,
Mm-hmm.
the Headbangers versus the Oddities.
Oh, that's right.
No, I don't. I don't even know if they wrestled together. I just thought it was like the two shittiest tag teams from the Attitude Era.
Oh God, the Headbangers, fucking make
I saw them.
bloody.
I saw them in
Really?
WWE. If you remember,
Yeah.
2016,
Mhm.
they were doing the SmackDown champion, first ever like SmackDown tag team champion, when they were doing a whole tournament. I saw the first round matchup. I think I actually saw Usos versus the Headbangers.
Oh my God,
I
that's going
remember that.
way
Yeah, that
back.
was like
And then I
That's
think later on they had the Spirit Squad, but it was only two members of the Spirit Squad. It was Nikki. No, not Nikki. Nikki was Dolph Ziggler. Kenny and
Hey.
I think it was Johnny. But and what's insane is that that's not the first Kenny Dykstra match I've seen live.
Mm.
I saw him. This is the semi-main event of my first ever wrestling show.
Wow, look at that.
DX
Mm-hmm.
and Ric Flair. So it's Shawn Michaels and Triple H and Ric Flair versus Edge, Randy Orton, and Kenny Dykstra.
Damn, look at that. I actually
Yeah.
unlocked a memory for him.
Yeah. I still remember that night because it was actually a very fun night. It was my only wrestling show I ever saw at Continental Airlines Arena.
Oh God,
I saw a
I
couple
don't.
there.
I never saw one. Wait, Continental Arena. No,
That's
I know.
Izod.
the Izod Center.
Which
The
is now
old
like what?
it's
Brendan
a
Barn.
Now empty.
it's called technically Meadowlands Arena now, but it's a studio, TV studio. NBC rents it out.
Some bitch. I should go
Yeah.
there. Beg. I should go there. Beg for a job.
You know what else is based out of the building?
What's that?
NJSEA EMS.
No shit.
Yeah, that's where their dispatch office and the main office for the EMS crews for the Meadowlands are based out of.
I think I remember that.
Damn, look at that.
Yep. My buddy Eddie works there.
Oh, pretty damn
So
awesome.
Let me
right.
guess. Did they run out of the old restaurant that used to be at the front entrance?
Pretty damn close, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember there used to be when I would go to games and we would come through the front entrance, there would be a restaurant there, and I was like, I would love to go there one day because it was a steakhouse.
Oh,
I always wanted to go, but obviously never got the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Memories.
Yep.
I ended up talking about rivalries and talk about memories.
I'll tell you a match I saw at the Brent, and it was still called the Brendan Byrne Arena at the time.
Yep.
Hulk Hogan
Boo!
Jabroni.
versus Killer Khan.
Oh shit. That's
Yep.
Nick Khan
way back.
wrestled?
No, Tony Khan did.
Oh shit.
So you're telling me Hulk Hogan wrestled like a 3-year-old Tony Khan?
Actually, I think Tony Khan was still a sperm in his father's balls.
No,
Well-
Tony Khan was still a glint in the eyes of his Khan. Of not his Khan, his dad. Or maybe the mailman. Anyway. Yeah, that
I'm
bombed.
gonna leave that one alone because
Yeah, that kind of bombs. All right. Boo. I'll take the hit. I'll take the fall. Hey. At least I admit it when I F up.
yeah.
I won't say that.
But my next rivalry is also a tag team rivalry. but it spawns from the NWA and
That's a
carried
nice
over
rap group.
into WCW.
Easy E versus Dr. Dre.
I could see that.
Tupac versus Biggie.
Oh shit.
Even though neither of them were in the NWA.
True.
Still, that would be interesting. That was a rivalry.
But nah,
Let's keep going.
two of the most iconic tag teams of all time.
I think I know what you're talking about. Now I would say they started in WCCW.
Well, wherever they started, they put on some absolutely insane matches, including a scaffold match.
Oh god, yes, I know where you're going.
Dun, 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 dun,
The Rock and
dun.
Roll Express
Oh.
Boom,
versus the Midnight Express.
Oh no! I was thinking of another team. Another.
Now that
I think
was
they
a
had a scalpel
rivalry.
match.
Hmm?
I think they did. I think they did. I think I know what you're talking about, Clear. You talking about the Road Warriors?
No, I was talking about.
It was Rock and Roll
No,
versus.
I know. No, I know you're talking about Rock and Roll Midnight Express.
Yeah, no. Did you know whose theme I was singing?
Barely. I can really.
Sound like the
like-
old New York Yankees theme.
No.
No, Mets. I thought it was the Mets.
Backstreet,
you're right, Yankee.
Atlanta, GA.
Ah, yes, the Freebirds.
Freebirds and the Von Erichs. That's where I thought you were going.
Good call, though.
Now, that's another one we could talk about.
See, when
Yeah.
I was thinking, when you say that, my brain immediately went to went to between Freebird and Lagrange.
See, I was trying to do the Michael PSA when he comes down. He's just like
Oh yeah,
like doing that half jog, looking like a skinny dog, the bounty hunter.
I like that one.
Because it's not only does he has the mullet, he has the poof at the top too, and he's got like that
That was a
stupid
good one.
handband with the glasses. He should sue Dog the Bounty Hunter for that look.
That is too funny, but damn it, that worked.
Unlike
Now
me.
you're gonna make me Photoshop him as dog. Gee, thanks.
Just do it like right at the dog, the intro to his show, and then just every other time you just put. And you know what? Don't even put the old school Michael P.S. Hayes. Put the current fat, like sitting in the chair Michael P.S. Hayes.
Oh shit. Now that's funny.
wow. That's just
This show took another turn.
Yeah.
Dear WWE, please don't sue.
man. This show has more twists and turns than Kennedy Boulevard.
See, the viewers won't understand that.
Nah.
Where we're all from, this is the main road through the entire county. Runs
Yeah.
from the southern tip of the county all the way up and into Bergen County.
Yeah, the southern tip, the best tip, all the way to shitty ass
You mean,
Bergen County.
you mean the ass end of the county?
No.
Yeah.
We're laying head to toe. So the toes are the assholes up by Bergen County. We're the head down here.
Yeah, the up north Bergen.
So
County,
what
that's
you're
good
saying
feedback.
is, based on the shape of New Jersey, Hudson County is in the 69th position.
Oh, God.
No, we're just laying down. We decided.
You walked right into that one, brother.
No,
You
he didn't
walked
walk in.
right into
He
that.
didn't walk into it. He stumbled into it.
Well, they always say New Jersey's a female, so
Oh,
it's the Garden State for a reason.
Then explain the tip at the end.
She's pinching one off.
Man, we are brutal tonight.
Oh yeah.
I feel
The
like
sad part
you're
is-
listening.
We're just getting warmed up.
We're just getting shorted.
God.
Go in the bathroom then.
Yeah, please don't do it on live air. I don't want to see like Twitch like basically saying we violated Twitch for doing that.
That would get us 3 strikes right off the bat.
Never mind the strikes. It'll just say get the
Don't worry.
GTFO.
Don't worry, the moderator is Angel Hernandez.
Oh, shit.
For all my baseball fans out there.
Thank God he is gone.
Yes.
He took a leave of absence.
No, he retired.
I know.
Oh yeah,
Just,
a permanent
He took a
absence.
permanent leave of absence.
Thank you. See, somebody else got the joke.
I watched a short video today, and I swear to God, it was Angel Hernandez who went back down to high school softball. This guy was bad. This guy was bad.
Like I still can't get over. It was the first Yankee home game of the year, or at least the first Yankee homestand, and this motherfucker really, like, the pitcher steps off, so Gleyber Torres is like starting to step out the box, and then the pitcher throws it. Angel Hernandez calls it for a strike. Like the dude stepped off.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I still can't get over that.
But I mean, the umpire I watched in the video today, ball right down the middle, thigh high. He called a ball.
Thigh
then a
high.
ball that almost hits the batter in the face. He called it a strike.
This is softball?
Yeah, high school softball.
That's insane because that ball is bigger, so it's going to touch more of the plate.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I know. I remember hearing one of you guys got a call early tonight, right?
He was fired right after the game.
Good. We don't need MLB umpires calling high school softball.
No.
So, when are you guys gonna call it early, right? Or early tonight, right?
Huh?
That's what I thought I heard. One of you guys say that you need to call it early tonight because you had to work tomorrow.
No, I got work tomorrow, but I'm not calling it early.
Okay.
No, because if we were talking about going all night, I'm like, yeah, right. No.
Yeah.
See that my hearing's messed up. Too many concerts.
Too many Fox
Too
gods.
much in the Fox God.
Nope, not too much. Because I already got my next 2 tickets planned out.
Good for you.
Where you going? Yeah, where you going?
So in November, they announced a United States tour, which made my San Francisco trip pointless. But yeah, they announced one date for New York. That was one of the first shows to sell out. So then they announced the second date, and I got VIP tickets for both. Paid $300 for both to stand right on the guardrail.
Nice. Right in front of the stage.
Right in front. And
nice.
I'm going to turn into a Taylor Swift fan.
Why?
Because I will be crying my eyes out. I will be extremely nervous. Yeah. Like you thought I was close last time. I'm going to be even closer.
You could reach out and touch her.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Not advised.
Like a high five, yeah, but
yeah, that's what I mean.
Not good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like
I could touch the security guard.
That is definitely not recommended.
Yeah.
It's like, hi,
No, he'll literally lose his arm and get beaten to death with it.
And especially Terminal 5 is a very small venue. If you've ever been there, you know who used to run there? Ring of Honor used to run there for like 2 years.
No shit.
Yeah, I went there.
They went to Hammerstein.
Well, it's before and after. It's between their 2 Hammerstein stints. They stopped running the Hammerstein because apparently it was way too expensive. So then for like about 2 years, they ran Terminal 5. And if you're up top, you're literally looking directly down. like, okay, what I will show you right now is I only got to go to one show at Terminal 5, and it was the last show they did at Terminal 5. Also, my first ever Ring of Honor show.
Right.
And this was maybe a week after me and John first met.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
about
so
to
right
present
after
it now.
Homecoming.
Like literally a week after Homecoming.
Hmm.
Shit, you should have told me. I would have gone with you. We exchanged numbers that night. You could have told me.
I think so, yeah. So
Look
yeah,
at that.
this is Terminal 5. I am actually close by the stage. The stage is like literally right here, and it's just a small venue, and you literally are right
I
above the
think you
ring.
said you were right about here.
Where?
Where
I'm
are
trying
you
to see where
pointing?
you're pointing at.
Right about here.
Uh,
See the ROH sign on the walkway?
are you
You
showing
see the
something?
railing on the sign. The
On my
ROH
picture?
sign on. Yeah, I got your picture up.
No. I'm like, this is my picture. I took this picture from where I
Okay.
was sitting for the night.
Oh, okay.
This is my first Ring of Honor show ever. Um, like you're right above the ring, and I'm on the second or technically the third level. Like right against their banister on the third level. It's a
Oh,
very, very,
that's
very
not bad
small
seats at
venue.
all. That's not
Yeah.
bad.
Oh,
Um,
good stuff.
I will show you 5 Ring of Honor. And I hit the
My
back
first,
button.
my first Ring of Honor show was at the Inman Sports Complex.
In Elizabeth, right?
Edison.
Edison. So yeah, it was something like this. Like this is, if you could see it,
Hang on one
that's
second.
what the venue looked like. We still have
I got to remove the first one. So show the sec. Here we go.
nope. All right. Let me stop sharing and then
Very detailed.
reshare this one. Hey, you can advertisement. Can you win? But no, this is what it looked like. It was a very small venue. Let me try to stop sharing, and then I'm going to share another one. I'm going to show you the Google stuff. It was a very small venue. Like you couldn't really see as much. Like that's the hammer sign. That's how much space you had. You had virtually no space. A lot of people. This was like one of my biggest fears, of getting like this view.
Whoa.
But yeah, Terminal 5. This is Terminal 5 right here. It's such a small venue. Such a small confined space.
Mm,
So
sounds
it's
like the
good.
Inman.
Probably. It's good for concerts. Like
Not
that's
so
what
good
it
for
looks like on a
sporting events.
concert. Yeah, it's a good concert venue. It's not a wrestling venue by any stretch of the mean.
Mm,
Damn. Talk
yeah,
about being
the
intimate.
Inman Sports Arena, the Inman Sports Complex.
Mhm.
That was a. I'll be honest with you. That was a shithole.
So how do you spell it?
INMAN.
INMAN Sports Club.
Well, club compact complex. But I mean,
Oh, okay. Did that place have a pool?
I don't know. It might have.
That's a good question.
Because that looks
But all I know
oddly
is that to
familiar.
get to where they were having the Ring of Honor shows,
Yeah.
when you went in through the main entrance, you had to go down a set of stairs to another level
hmm
where the ring was set up. They had like 4 or 5 rows of chairs on each side of the ring
Mm-hmm.
and along the walkway.
hmm
and then you had a stage, and about 10 feet back from the one side, chairs,
Mhm.
you had a set of risers,
Mm.
and when people were trying to get out, it was like a stampede on a staircase about the width of a dining room table.
Mm.
Final Destination.
Yeah, really.
One thing
It was
about Ring of Honor, especially in its early days, it had the craziest venues you could think of.
yeah,
Oh my
definitely.
God. Murphy Wreck. That's all I remember. That's the one I remember the most.
Yeah.
Second there's Armory, but definitely it was always Murphy Wreck.
I could even like talk about some of their more recent ones. Like all I remember, they had this one place in Columbus.
Oh,
It looked like if you shrunk Madison Square Garden. Like that's what the roof looked like, and it looked like it was kind of like outside. It looked like it was just like an outside venue that just had like a little like fucking dome over it.
why does it sound like a county fair?
I wouldn't be surprised if they had one there.
Me neither. Especially especially how they are like over there. And
Yeah, yeah. And then you also had Samstown Club Live or Samstown Live or whatever the hell it's called. Very small ass venue. Ring of Honor and Impact ran there.
oh,
I just remember because it looked like a TV studio.
shit. I see. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, Samstown Live. Yeah, it looked like a TV studio, and they didn't have any space to work.
Hey, as long as it doesn't beat that one time, that one event where the ceiling was so low they hit the head through the ceiling.
There's like I still remember it. It was an NXT house show back in like 2015, and Finn Balor goes for the coup de grace, the double stomp,
Yeah.
and just smashes his head right through like one of the ceiling, and the thing came down. Somebody else did that in PW. No, there was a one time at the Reseda at the old the Legion Hall, before they took it down,
Yeah.
and they had a ladder match for the title there. But the thing was, it wasn't like they had it from a string all the way down. They like hooked it around a vent, and when somebody went to grab for the belt, they took the vent down. So like a bunch of dust and like asbestos fell. And oh
Holy
yeah,
shit.
oh my god,
Guys,
my camera. Yeah,
your,
oh yeah,
your camera is on some sort of acid trip, I swear.
Uncle Howdy's coming for me.
I guess I'm immune. I must be nice to Howley.
Yeah, I wish I had those fucking magic powers and shit. Make people look like they got shot in the head.
I, lo- I love the meme. The Chad Gable got shot in the head. Anyway, tomorrow on NXT.
And I love. There's been a lot of like the Chad Gable in loving memory.
Yeah, like it's like you mother effers are gonna kill me and all that.
Oh yeah.
It's in my pants. Like and the memories like, oh god, y'all fucked up funny. Y'all taking this shit way too seriously, more than I am. Brain,
Oh
come
yeah.
back. Come back, Brain. We need you on the show. We are live and you're out there. What the hell are you doing, Brain?
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Fuck it.
We are live. What the hell are you talking about?
That's it for us today, and that's it for us. And
This is the news, and I am out of here. Oh God.
You know what I said before the game 7 tonight?
What's that?
It doesn't matter who wins. Edmonton will be on fire tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. The whole town's gonna burn down.
Yeah. This is the
Yep.
closest they've been to a Stanley Cup win in 30 years. The whole city of Canada, or the city of Canada, country.
For a second there, they said this is the closest they ever gotten to a Stanley Cup. I'm like, oh my god, they actually got to go up close and reach out and touch it.
Yeah, yeah, they were 15 minutes away from winning it.
They could have tasted it. They could have tasted the metal in their lips as
They almost
kissed
tied
that
it. Yeah, they almost tied it with like 3 minutes left. It was
But
insane.
no, they didn't do it.
No. Now the Florida Panthers are Stanley Cup champions.
Wait till next year. Pew pew pew. All right. I'll be right back, you gentlemen. Talk for a little bit. I must take care of something very important.
Your mic's muted.
How's my mic's not muted?
No, brain.
Hey,
Yeah, brain, open up. I'll be right back.
dude, your camera is going crazy.
Uncle Howdy's he's here somewhere.
I think it's Nikki Cross.
I wouldn't be mad with that.
I'm sure you wouldn't. No. I know who it is. It's Dexter Loomis.
Well, he's divorcing his wife. That's why.
Yeah. Well, he's not divorcing her. She's divorcing him.
Storyline wise, too.
Of course.
Because they're
the
like,
one-
he's like 30 something, 35, and she's like 24.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You know what I didn't know? I didn't realize this. He was Sam Shaw in TNA. I did not realize that at all.
He wrestled under his own name.
I didn't know that was his real name, too.
Yeah, Samuel Robert Shaw.
Well, but then again, WWE has to own everything.
Yeah.
I have returned.
Uh,
All right. So let's see. Let's think of more rivalries that we could shake a stick at. You know what? I actually have a trivia question.
shoot.
We mentioned him earlier, but I'm very curious. Who were the Road Warriors' biggest rivals?
I don't know if anybody else would say this, but when I thought about that question, the first thing that popped into my mind was the Four Horsemen. I don't know if you guys would agree with that.
Brain?
I would have to think that they were one of the biggest rivals for the Warriors. But I was also thinking maybe like the Russian Bears.
Oh, that's what they were called.
Nikita and Ivan.
Yeah, I remember. I didn't remember their tag names, but I remember them. Didn't know that. I guess probably those two. But it just had me thinking like that. Or also, gods. Also got to think how long these rivalries last. But that's where the indies need more rivalries sometimes. Rivalries build character. They get tickets, people in the door. Especially when two son of a bitches hate each other.
Yep.
That some bitch is beating up that other some bitch. So next week he's gonna get even with that some bitch.
That's a whole lot of some bitches.
Oh, come on, baby. Whole lot of some bitches going on. But sure though.
It is.
See, that's the only I kind of agree with something some people say. It's like there's a lot of some bitches. But
Yeah.
also a good rivalry, keep a promotion going.
That means there's a lot of bitches for to
Wow.
have that many sons.
Jesus
Mm-hmm.
Christ, man. You kidding me?
What happened?
I'm on Cage Match,
Uh-huh.
and nothing's coming up for the Road Warriors.
I was trying to find stuff like on
Legion of
tag
Doom?
teams.
Tried Legion of Doom too. Nothing.
Try Animal and Hawk as two separate tag teams. It's weird
LOD
with that one.
2000.
Oh shit.
Okay, we got Road Warrior Animal. Have to do them separate then, I guess.
That's kind of weird.
He had a 7.26 rating.
Shit. $7.26. Shit, that's not bad. But
Wow.
I was to say, what'd you find? Oh shit. He's got that laugh. Come on, out with it. Animal Warrior and Hawk Warrior.
Oh no! Wait,
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, but look at who he's teamed up with the worst ratings.
Yeah. I was like, really? I thought I said, are you shitting me, really? Look at that. Hide and right. Hide and hide
I
and right.
did right.
Hide and right.
Ooh.
Magnificent. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I don't remember that one either.
Yeah. Oh god, LD 2000 withdraws. Oh lordy. Whoa. Yep.
Yeah,
The,
but
the
look who's
spoiler?
in there.
The Sheik?
The Iron Sheik too.
What the fuck?
King Kong Bundy,
I don't remember him being in
Jake
there.
Roberts, Arn Anderson. What?
Yeah.
83 to 83. So that tells you how long that lasted.
Yeah, that lasted less than like a month.
Shit. They had to count it though, but damn.
2,078 matches.
How many? Son. Look at that.
Well, look how long they were wrestling. You know?
Years and years.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
We got lots of titles for them. AWA. The Funks and the Road Warriors. Oh, I forgot about that one.
Look who Look who he was they were wrestling in '85.
Holy shit, Regal!
Yeah.
I didn't know he started that early. I thought he started later.
No, he was
He was,
wrestling.
I think, in Britain at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So, like, I think he was just coming over.
Okay. Yeah.
There
I
it
could've
is, the
sworn it was later.
Russians.
Oh, okay. That's why. They're just the Russians.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems like they were one of their big rivals. Obviously, the Four Horsemen,
Yeah. Obviously.
the Freebirds.
Man, the Freebirds pissed everybody off. What are we talking about?
Yeah, really.
Pretty much, the Freebirds had it where everybody was a rival,
Yeah, pretty much.
including the cameraman.
Yeah. Sometimes even their own manager.
That's true. True. Point taken.
Oh wow! Look at this match.
What we got? Oh my God, the Baron and
Baron von Raschke.
and Jim Brunzell and Larry Henning. Jumping Jim Brunzell.
Yeah. Just like wow, just
History. That's what I love about wrestling, the history.
yes, exactly. Six-man tag steel cage match.
Shit. Whoa. Kurt, Larry, and Sergeant Slaughter, no less. You see this shit? Look at that.
And this is page 17.
17 out of 500. Just teasing.
No, 21 pages.
That's quite a number still.
Yeah. Because you're doing 100 matches on each page. And 2,078 matches? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff talking about
Yeah.
all these rivals.
I mean, there's so many rivalries.
So many rivalries roaming around.
So many rivalries, so little time.
So many people
However,
want to beat their heads in.
However, I'm going to finish it off with another one, another classic one.
Go for it.
Again, Hulk Hogan versus Roddy Piper.
So, I'm just thinking like Hogan and Piper as a rivalry. I could see that. I remember.
Oh, it happened.
Yeah, I just also
And it
remembering
carried over to WCW.
I just remembered. Oh gosh, I was gonna say something I forgot now. It's like how much I'm remembering this whole thing. Hogan and I remember Piper was a rival to everybody at one point.
Oh yeah, of course he was.
But that's larger than life, though. Rest in peace, Roddy. You were an awesome guy.
Indeed.
That's a good rivalry, and it also expanded over to other factions too. So it wasn't just Hogan and Piper. It became Mr. Wonderful and Piper. Then you had Mr. T and all that. Then you had, oh God, it was like just kept going. and going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. Can't fault me on that one. Oh, what we got? Hogan. Oh, look at that. Oh, Andre, yep. What the hell is that one?
Let the battle
What?
begin.
What the F?
Hulkamania, let the battle begin.
Oh yeah, that's right. So right after he left WWE, and it was right before that he signed with TNA. He did like a 3 or 4 tour of Australia, and most of those nights the main event was Hogan and Flair. It was just a Hulk Hogan buddy tour, and Umaga, because Umaga had a couple matches on that tour. It was just like it was actually his last matches ever.
Shit, that's right.
So
I remember that. Ah,
all right, well, yeah, we had a nice little conversation here
nice little
about multiple topics.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And now I'm about to go continue a rivalry.
With the toilet bowl, we know.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. So,
Oh gosh, get out of here,
gentlemen,
man.
absolutely. Next week's going to be a very interesting week.
The thing we've been teasing for the past 2 months. It's not going to
Yes.
happen again next week.
Yes. CM Punk is going to come on the show as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, God.
Never in a billion years.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
The only time he's coming on this show is on the first Sunday that happens in the middle of the week.
And the clause in the contract that he will kiss the ass of the Young Bucks. I'll give him. I got to do that for my boys.
Lord,
I wouldn't insult the Young Bucks ass that way.
True.
But now next week we're gonna do a mock draft of AEW.
We've been saying that for the last couple of weeks, so
I know, but
don't be
we've
surprised
always
if we
come up
don't
with
do
other
it.
topics. We got some really good topics, but next week we're gonna pull out the draft. We're gonna come in out of the draft. So
the draft.
yeah.
Get
So,
your picks,
gentlemen, as always, until next week. Too sweet.
Too sweet.